Here we go. It's all about you. It's all about me. It's all about what we do. Making art, you and me. Trying to find something to believe. Because I'm running wild, I'm running free. Still got a lot of shit left to see.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video with your girl here, Britannia, and today we're doing another styling or restyling video with me, but this time we're gonna do Totally Spies. So I had the idea to do Totally Spies because like people were talking about how, well, they're done Wings, they're doing Powerpuff Girls, so like it's a matter of time before they do the next best thing, which is probably like Totally Spies. I decided like let's do a Totally Spies restyling video, even though there's no live action coming up for it yet, but I honestly do think it's inevitable before Hollywood touches almost all of our childhood with their dark and edgy need to do live actions to everything. And if they're not doing a live action, then they're simply just doing a reboot or whatever else it is that they want to do, right? So why not restyle this one? And I do realize I think one other creator has already done a video like this. Her name is Fevral. I think that's probably how you say her name correctly. I'll try to put it down in the description or like in this video somewhere. But she has already done a video like this like a week ago. So just for transparency reasons, you should go watch her video too. I have watched it myself and I really like her other restyling videos. She's doing kind of like a series of them now since you know people have done the Wings one, and the Wings one I think has probably done well for a lot of like YouTube creators. And I think I'm gonna also do a Wings one too. I've put out looks on my Pinterest, even though like I'm seriously late to the Wings one thing. I've just decided to like, well, why not? If you guys want to watch it, you can watch it from my perspective of how I would restyle it. But yeah, Totally Spies. Oh, one more point. I'm also thinking maybe I should do one for Witch. Do you guys remember that show too? WITCH, Witch. And I also know that because of that creator Fevral, that oh, which one is it? It's which show? I think it's Monster High is getting a live action musical done, so maybe I could do one on them. But I want to try not to do too many things I know people are already doing, because that's just me. So I may do the Witch instead. But if you want to see that, I could try. I think my expertise is more from modern clothing though. I'm not sure how well I would do with something like that that's very fantasy based, but I could also try if you guys want me to, so let me know in the comments. What I decided to do is I took 3 of Totally Spies top rated episodes and I looked at the girls' outfits in the beginning and opening scenes of that episode, and I recreated a modern take, or like used modern clothing from obviously today's era to redress the girls to see what they would look like in like today's time for a TV live action. So I have basically 3 different looks for each girl from 3 different episodes. So the episodes I'm using to recreate looks are Queen for a Day, Spy Gladiators, and Spies vs. Spies. Cool? So let's start with Spies vs. Spies.
Is it me, or is today like the most perfect day ever? The sun's shining, cute boys are abundant. I give it a 10.
Okay, so for Spies vs. Spies, let's start off with Sammy. So Sammy's look is really simple right here. We're having a nice light green maxi dress. She has on a choker necklace that seems to be with just like a flower on it. And she just has on, I don't think I got to see her shoes in this, but I may have. So with Sammy, in general, Sammy is like the smart girl of the group. She's like the most intellectual. She likes to do nerdy things. She self-describes herself as a nerd, and a lot of her aesthetic is green like her cat suit. She wears a lot of greens. Sometimes she wears a few pinks and reds as well, just to give you a general kind of vibe of like how she dresses. She is the one who likes to wear dresses the most from what I've seen when it comes to the episodes that I've watched so far. Funny enough, she wears a lot of dresses. Clover wears a lot of pants. Alex seems to go in between like skirts and shorts and capri pants. but like Sammy is almost constantly in a long dressy silhouette or a mini dress silhouette. She sometimes likes to top it off with like a light cardigan and stuff like that. So just for like a basic recreation of a look for Sam that is going off based on what she's wearing right now in this episode, in this beginning scene, I've put her in like a similar color dress, a lime green House of Sunny dress, or I have this other dress right here in my Pinterest board. So I think either one of these dresses probably matches the silhouette very easily because we have a very small spaghetti strap. The same thing with the House of Sunny dress. We have a slim strap of the dress. We have a long maxi. They're both long maxis. When it comes to, I guess, which I would prefer more, the House of Sunny dress is obviously way more in right now. It's way more trendy fashion-wise. But this dress I think I like would matches what she has on a bit more, especially with the different toning the top bit layer of the dress here. So that matches a lot more. But obviously either dress could go if you want to recreate Sammy's look here. You can also use one of these like beaded necklaces I've been seeing floating around my Pinterest a lot lately. So I'm gonna assume that's in right now. And I'll just finish off the look with some classy sandals in a nice muted bluish greenish color, because in the original scene she has like a bit of blue on top. I didn't find a green maxi dress with like blue lacing detail or trim on the top of the dress, but I think putting that kind of color in with the shoes kind of just does it perfectly fine, right? That's perfectly close enough. Plus I just feel like in general when it comes to Totally Spies, they do a lot of color blocking and monochrome looks, right? So that means they're doing a lot of mixing of like different colors, so like greens with pinks, reds with purples, blues with orange when they're color blocking, or they will do a monochrome look and do like light green, darker green, like just different, of course, different shades of the same color. So by trying to use more than one kind of color of green, or maybe more of a bluish green, we're be like way more, how do you say, loyal to the source material and how they dress the girls by not just making it everything consistently match in the same color. So that's why I think I would go with a bluish green open toe sandal shoe like this one with a bit of a heel. The girls almost always have a bit of a heel with their shoes. I don't know how, considering they're like high school girls. Like, is it even allowed for you to constantly wear heels in high school? Is that even comfortable to constantly have on heels? I'm not saying you can't have on like a little block heel here and there, but like literally always, they almost always have a heel shoe on. So yeah, for Sandy I would do an open toe sandal shoe because that's just her kind of vibe. I think her vibe is almost between this kind of like preppy style to chill chic boho, right? Because she likes the maxi dresses, but she also likes the cardigan. She also likes a pointed shoe, but she also likes, you know, a block sandal. So I think she's kind of like in an in-between area of those two styles. So I think this works perfectly for her. Moving on. Next we're gonna do Clover. Now, like I said before, Clover wears a lot of pants. For this blue on blue on blue look, I would give her either these two choices in like high-waisted denim jeans. So we can just do like a regular bootcut jeans. No skinny jeans for this girl. I've never seen Clover, I think, in the skinny jean silhouette for her pants, as well as skinny jeans are slowly losing favor with everyone. We want wide leg trousers, we want boot cuts, we want flared jeans, right? Cool. So we can put her in a high-waisted bootcut jeans, or we can put her in these more in style jeans now, the Jaded London flare jeans with the daisy print on them. And I think the little daisy print works well because we see that in this scene she has on a blue daisy printed tank top. So I think that would work well, especially since some of my other choices in tops to match that aesthetic that Clover has on are two different daisy tops, right? So I have on something way more close to what we see she has on in the scene, which is like basically like a sweater vest kind of top, crop top with daisy prints on them. But this daisy print is more like a SpongeBob flower print than what we see she has on in the TV show. But the cardigan more matches the print than it does like the style of shirt. So it can go either way. Of course, with the cardigan crop top, again, these are high school girls, so I would put in a white tee underneath this, just to let you know. This is to give you like inspiration. It's a inspired restyling. It doesn't mean like you couldn't layer these looks, and obviously I don't think as a 16-year-old girl, however old the girls are, she could be able to go to school with everything peeking out. Now if you're a grown woman out in the streets, that's fine, because power to you. I like to dress revealingly whenever I feel like it, but for school, nah. Probably not. I'd also just like finish the look off with these suede baby blue boots, and they're so cute. I really wish I had this color booties. I don't know what I would wear them with, maybe just jeans and a white tee, but I would wear them. So I think that kind of finishes off the first look for Clover as well. Now let's move on to Alex. Okay, now Alex's looks. So Alex likes to wear a lot of halter tops in general that I've seen from watching a few episodes. In this scene again, she's wearing a halter top. She's wearing a brown halter top. Wait, let me pull up this. Yeah, she's wearing what looks to be like a reddish brown halter top, and then on bottom she kind of has like these mustard brown flared pants. So I didn't go exactly in the same direction when it comes to like the colors that she has on here. Okay, so yeah, I did brown leather pants instead. I thought that would be a bit more fashionable. I just personally also really do love leather pants, and I think the brown just works more than trying to find mustard pants. I don't see how I would find mustard pants that would, in my opinion, look good. I looked a bit, I don't know, the closest I came to was these brown flared pants, and I thought they worked better. Also, for another option other than these like leather pants, because again they are in LA, you know, it is hot as hell, so maybe instead of that we go with these more comfortable non-leather flared pants with this like really nice pattern, which uses the practice of having the girls in multiple colors at a time. So we're having this brown orangey print, which I think a lot of people would probably prefer more than maybe the brown leather flared pants. Is these just like wide cut pants with like this swirly pattern in brown and this kind of like darkish orange, and with a brown halter top to match it up, I think would be a really bomb look. Instead of giving Alex heels, maybe we can go with more of a flat combat boot, some dark buttons, and this also orange and brown color, so they would go so well again with the pants and then the halter top. It really create a very cohesive look and outfit. And if we don't want to go for that and we maybe want to turn more to like the brown leather pants, then I would match that outfit combo with a halter top with these more burnt orange or burnt auburn looking kind of heeled boots, because Alex also does wear heels, but again I think the Doc Martens would look nice if you want to have something a bit different than like the heeled boots look, because that's something that they do a lot in this show, is like heeled boots, heel boots, hoop boots. And then Sammy may break it up with a pointed toe heeled kitten heel shoe, or some like heeled sandals, but they tend to go for boots a lot. So I feel like with Alex being the more sporty one and liking stuff like football and sports and that kind of stuff in general, like some Doc Martens would probably do with her aesthetic and style and personality a bit more to break away from the other two girls' constant girliness when it comes to shoes. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the other episode. Okay, so the next episode and outfits that we're going to be looking at is Spy Gladiators. Let's go into it.
Don't sweat it, Alex. I'm sure this will all blow over. Well, when it does, give me a call. Until then, I'll be at the North Pole.
Okay, so for Spy Gladiators, we're going to be starting off with Clover and what she has on in this episode and how her look is. So for Spy Gladiators, Clover has on a blue top and these white long kind of cargo-ish looking pants, and I think she has on blue boots on the bottom, but I'm not sure because I'm just looking at like a quick picture from the scene. So she has on like a collared blue tank top, I would say. Looks like it could also be a button up. Now this purple top right here, it's the closest silhouette and like style that would match what Clover actually has on, but I couldn't find this in the blue that she has on. I could only find this picture in this like lavender purple. If it was in blue, I think it would have actually been pretty perfect and very close to what Clover is doing if we want to get like real exact with it. But I couldn't find one. I only could find this purple. But what I thought we could do instead maybe is like have like a tie-dye blue crop top kind of vibe going on, or like a scarf top. Or we can go way more close to the look and do something like this from this scene in Clueless. You know, those like collared crop cotton tees, which kind of fits in with being trendy and fashionable and modern and still being close to what Clover has on in this scene. Or we could just go completely off from either and literally just do what other blue top you find fashionable, right? Cool. When it comes to Clover's white cargo pants, I thought these were cute, like really cool cargo-like pants that someone could wear, or Clover could wear in a live-action version, with these little gaps of skin. That was like a very cool look. It may be more sporty like Alex, but I feel like these are the most fashionable way that a girl like Clover, who likes to be on trend and on brand, can wear something like cargo pants in like the year 2021. And to just finish off the look, I'll just go with these really lovely glossy blue heels that would match the outfit up and just make the look cohesive. Now moving on to Sammy, I kept hers like pretty simple. To be honest with you, I don't really like the color matching that they have Sammy in this scene. I don't like the blue top and the green skirt. So I didn't really stay faithful too much to the coloring by having her in the blue top. I thought would be better is maybe have like, I don't know, a satin green maxi skirt, because she's wearing what it looks like to be a maxi skirt, and maybe we can wear that with like a matching crop green tee like there is in this one, or we can just go short with it period and have this look, or we can just go short with it period and just have this look going on. But I kind of wanted to maybe not have it be so short, because this is very form-fitting as well as like very revealing. Maybe just do this maxi or midi skirt with this kind of crop top, so we can minimize like the amount of skin that's going on, because I know that makes people uncomfortable, as well as kind of just feeds into the sexualization of young girls in high school, I guess. But I also want to be realistic. Young girls that age are gonna show skin. They are gonna wear crop tops and short skirts. But that doesn't mean all the looks that I pull have to be that way. You know what I mean? And I think one more different way we can go with this is with this like crocheted green and pink and white striped dress. I like this dress for Sammy. I think it really fits with her personality. There's a bit of a plunge in it, but from what I can see what the girl is, she's not really having a problem showing any cleavage or anything like that. If the hypothetical actress would have an issue with like cleavage that's making it be shown too much, you can always put like slips underneath like dresses like this. You can always put like a bandeau underneath or whatever. But from what I see, this looks kind of fine. I feel like for Sammy's style, maybe have the dress be knee length would be better, because that's just how she dresses in those episodes where she's wearing a dress. When she's wearing a skirt, they tend to be either like maxi or midi length. I think more Alex and Clover like to do mini skirt lengths, but it doesn't mean that Sammy never wears one. I'm just saying, when I watch the episodes, there are certain silhouettes and like styles and lengths and cuts that certain girls kind of repeat in. Like Alex is repeatedly in halter tops, Clover's repeatedly in pants, Sammy is repeatedly in maxi dresses and skirts. So I think like a longer dress would work for her better. Cool. Moving on to Alex. Now for Alex, she has on a purple top with like these orangish, yellowish kind of cargo shorts. So this is what I had in mind for Alex. To start off, I found these kind of cool cargo shorts. For some people, I think maybe the pockets would be unappealing. I tried to find shorts that didn't have these kind of pockets on, but honestly, I feel like it's an easy fix. You can clip them suckers off, or you can cut them off, or whatever you have to do if you don't really like the pockets. But I'm not sure if they're really that bad when you look at them. I think they're new. They're a new kind of thing. I'm not sure how fashionable they are, but they're different. they're different. So I think it does give it some kind of appeal, right? And I think it's as close to looking as cargo maybe as I could find with a shorts in this bold color. So I would do these bold orange shorts and maybe like this purple and orange crochet top. If that's maybe a bit too revealing because it's shorts with like a crop top, which is also crocheted, it has some like peekaboo areas. I can imagine us like putting underneath it, what kind of color? Maybe another orange long sleeves crop top. Yeah, maybe something like this. Hopefully wouldn't be too hot. Or I was thinking maybe we can do like color blocking layering with like an orange blazer. And also I have another substitute for the shorts if you don't want to do the shorts, or if like the shorts just don't seem like they're fitting in, because certain things the girls wear I just wouldn't even try to recreate, like capri pants. No. Or the amount of times they're wearing like cargo like pants. There's only so many things you can do with cargo pants. So no, especially when they wear such colored clothing. How many colors are you gonna find cargo pants in? Not a lot. Or when they're just matching colors, I think it's just like taking the piss. No. You know what I mean? So everything doesn't have to be done, I guess, literally. So you could swap that out for like orange sweatpants. And again, I would put it in these kind of like Doc Marten boots in the color purple. These boots come in actually a lot of fun colors. So I would utilize that with the way they do color blocking in the show. And that's how I would dress Alex for that episode. Now, moving on to the final episode.
I'm telling you girls, with my new digital video camera, I'm a shoo-in for homecoming queen. Vote Clover for queen. I swear I won't be mean. Out of my way, ladies.
Now this is the episode I think where I have like the most fun and options going on, because I'm not just dressing the girls, I also have a look for Mandy. So in this look, I'm kidding, I'm not gonna do that the whole entire time. So for Mandy, she's wearing what seems like a plunging red dress over a white button-up. So I couldn't find a plunging red dress the way that Mandy has on, but these are the options I decided to go with instead. So what we could do is we could do this look like here. Again, I'm borrowing from Clueless. We could do something like this. That's kind of similar to what Mandy's going for. This preppy layering of a button-up blouse with a red, with something red over with this red skirt, right? Cool. We could do something like this. We could dress Mandy in basically this outfit, which would be easy to find. All of these pieces are still in fashion, maybe except for like the headband, but I don't think it would hurt anyone's feelings really with something like a headband. I don't think with accessories, you may not see them really being wear that much, but they never really truly go out of style that much either, I think, right? I think like accessories sometimes are such a final thought that they tend to stick around for a long time. Like necklaces were literally never gonna go away, earrings are not gonna go away, scarves not gonna go away. Headbands are not really gonna go away. You may see them trending, but when it comes to being fashionable, I don't think they really go out of style. So we could put her in a headband, we could not, right? How you feel. So again, like I said, you could put her in literally a look just like this. I did something else over here as well. I have this red midi dress with a split in it. So what we could do is we could take that dress and we could put like one of these really puffy blouses underneath it. We're seeing a lot of structure with sleeves going on these days. We're seeing a lot of puffs and stuff. I think it's probably because girls are getting a bit more obsessed with looking like princesses or like the whole Renaissance era. So we're seeing a lot of playfulness when it comes to sleeve styling. So I would take a shirt like this with like a puffy sleeve and put it underneath this dress. Or what we could also do is we could take this shirt again. We could put this kind of expensive Gucci red and orangey cross hatch, would you say, knitted vest, and put it on top of that vest and like top it and then finish it off with this like mini red skirt with a little split in it. And I don't think it would be too bad. I would also probably put some stockings underneath just to keep the look A bit covered up for, again, it's school. I'm pretty sure they have dress code. So there's only so much you can really show and do and look at. And I think that's how I would dress Mandy. Now moving on to Clover. So we're gonna do Clover, and Clover is color blocking with an orange dress over a blue, I think I would say, crop top underneath. So she has on this orange spaghetti strap dress over this blue crop top. And this is what I kind of had in mind. Now, I'm not one who's really crazy for color blocking, to be honest with you, especially with bold colors like orange and blue. I know a lot of people actually do like that. This is the first time I think I've ever really tried to like color block purposely such bold colors like that, with this like yellow plaid Clueless blazer and this green, bold green satin dress. So color blocking is not my comfort zone. So if you think this kind of looks a mess, I'll take it. Trust me, I'll take it. So I think we can do this like a couple of ways. We can take this light blue kind of mesh sheer top and probably place it underneath this very bold orange strapped and off the shoulder dress, so that I think it's kind of like the safe way of doing color blocking with a bold color, by just using maybe a sheer or mesh colored top underneath an already bold piece, right? Because like you probably won't even notice how blue the mesh top is right away with the orange until you get closer. So I feel like that's one easy way of doing it. Another way is to actually really go there and do like this kind of buttoned crop cardi. We could put it underneath, we could put it over. I'm not sure which way I would prefer it. I don't know if I really like it the way Clover has it underneath. I think maybe I would go with it over and leave a couple of the buttons unbuttoned, right? And do it that way. I also have this other kind of dress right here that we could do this with. You know, it's really up to you guys, but this is how I see it working out. I would also match and help make the look cohesive with shoes that are already color blocked in those colors, right? So I have these orange and blue heels here, or these orange and blue heels here, right? I have a lighter blue here to match the lighter mesh. I have a bolder blue to match the cardigan top. Now, last but not least, we have Sammy yet again. So we have Sammy in a yet another green dress. And yet another green dress. Sammy wears a lot of green dresses, I give her that. So we have this option in between these two green dresses. We have this nice satin. We have this nice satin with like a straight line on the top of the dress for the neckline. Or we have this strapless one with a little ruffle here that ties off to the side. And we can either do a white cardigan or a green, or a similar color green cardigan. I think in the scene she has on a green cardigan over a green dress, but if you don't want to go green on green, I think it'd be just the same if you go over with a white one, right? And for our shoe, I think we can do like a pointed booty with a heel like this one, or we can go classic chunky sandal. I think either one really fits her aesthetic, although in that scene she has on a pointed toe-heeled shoe. So it's really whichever way you like. And if you don't want to go literal with the scene, I saw this picture on Pinterest and I thought that was a really interesting look, or a preppy style of look. So I was thinking if maybe you don't like the dress and cardigan combo, which is, I guess, is a bit generic, but though it is pretty, you can go this way and spice it up. Now, last but not least, we have Alex yet again. Now Alex is wearing what looks to be like this kind of 80s disco jumpsuit. Now I cannot find a jumpsuit that looks like Alex's jumpsuit. So what I decided to do instead is I saw and found this lavender satin jumpsuit, which I think is gorgeous. And it hugs the curve and the figure very well. It has a nice flared leg. It covers up enough cleavage, I think, to be appropriate. So what I would do to kind of match what Alex has going on, she has this like wide white belt on her waist, but instead of doing a belt, which I think is maybe not as fashionable and trendy and in, and maybe really wouldn't fit with the jumpsuit as much, how about we do a corset? Corsets are very much in, so let's do a white corset instead of a white belt. and we can match that over the jumpsuit, or we don't even have to do a white corset. We could do another lavender corset. Like I said, again, they do a lot of monochromatic looks anyway, so it really match with not only Totally Spies but the outfit. And I would simply finish that off with some white chunky heeled boots, because I think she was also wearing boots in that scene. Plus it would go with the 80s playsuit vibe, and I think it would really bring in the look together. And that was the last one. I will leave a link in the description for my Pinterest board for Totally Spies if you guys are interested. I also just put in some other random looks in the general non-section part of this Pinterest board down here, and it's just like a lot of color blocked looks that I liked. It's a lot of colorful booties. It's a lot of things that I thought like initially made sense for the Totally Spies girls when I looked at it. So yeah, I hope you guys liked that video. I hope you guys liked these outfits, and if you liked this video, please tell me in the comments. If you want to see something else from me, or just suggest anything you think would be good for me to do, let me know in the comments as well. And I will see you guys next time. Bye! Bye.
Here we go, it's all about you, it's all about me, it's all about what we do. Making art, you and me, trying to find something to believe. Because I'm running wild, I ain't running free. Still got a lot of shit left to see.